So I want to take a couple of minutes and mostly to say thank you to this city who's been so wonderful to me. I want to say thank you for electing me to be the first second-term mayor of Charlotte in nearly a decade. When I first became mayor in 2017, I had high hopes. I wanted to make sure that Charlotte was a place where everyone had the ability to both work and live. And I also knew that Charlotte needed consistent leadership. We needed change, and we needed a steady path forward. In the past 2 years, the Charlotte City Council accomplished many successes, real successes and aspirational thoughts and ideas. We passed a housing bond that many thought was impossible, but 69% of the voters proved that it was possible. Those votes showed that this city understands the difficulty when people don't have a place to live. So I ask you to continue to push us to do more for all of the people who are displaced, those that need to remain in affordable housing, as we continue to work to preserve and build safe places for everyone. We are a fiscally responsive council and mayor office. Our tax rate is one of the lowest in the state. I want to say thanks to the city manager and his team because they understand financial planning, but they also understand financial constraints. We recruited thousands of jobs and even new industries to Charlotte. And we continue to address the climate crisis with a real plan, one that we can do. But you know this. It's really the character of our council and this office that earn your trust. It's the pride that we have for this city. It is the hope that we have for this city. And we all know that we, as a city of Charlotte, that we're greater than any national divisiveness that this country will experience. It will not happen here in Charlotte. The foundation of city government is to serve with policies and actions that are inclusive and equitable. But really, the foundation is to plan for the future for the generations that we are hearing now in this room. And yet, there are always challenges to living in a growing city. So what are we going to do? In January, I will ask the City Council to review the homicide cases that have occurred this year to determine the neighborhoods most impacted by violence and guns so that the city, the county, and our courts can begin to work together to provide evidence-based and community-focused services to our neighborhoods. We must change the path that we have taken this year. We must change that path. This year, we're going to look at our transit system. And you know, this is an opportunity for us to address and correct the inequity in our city in the most visible way. We need a bus system that works reliably and responsibly. We need the Silver Line to improve our carbon footprint and our air quality. We need to address light rail with fiscal accountability. And most importantly, we need to have a plan for transportation, for housing, and economic opportunity for the East and the West sides. In January, I will appoint a Citizens Committee on Transportation Infrastructure and Funding to seek advice from our community and the cities in our region on this most important strategic issue. It's strategically required for our continued growth and success. I will also appoint a Citizens Advisory Committee to look at our governance structure with a focus on the mayor and council roles and to prepare us all for the new council districts that will go into effect in 2021. As I close, I'd like to thank the many of you that have made this second term possible. I hope you voted for me. I hope you're a friend of mine. I hope that you will continue to support me. because I know I would not be standing here without you. I want to say thanks to my family who sustained me. They show up when nobody else will. They allow me to have Friday night suppers and to relieve myself a little bit of the stress and tension that goes with this job. Not much, but a little bit. So I want to say something else. I want to thank the members of the Charlotte City Council, because I believe we go into a new term with a clear mandate to build a livable city, not just for today, but tomorrow. Thank you, Charlotte, for allowing me to continue to serve in this office as mayor.